remaining participants in this learning cycle. Warm welcome to everyone present over here. 1 week faculty development program sponsored by AICTE Training and Learning ATAL Academy on Future Trends in Energy Management for Smart Cities, organized by Department of FDP from LENDI Institute of Engineering and Technology. It's an honor for me to introduce today's resource person, Mr. Surya Prakash Garu, CEO of Archimedes Green Energy Private Limited. He received National Award from Prime Minister for Outstanding Entrepreneur in MSME Services Sector for the year 2012. He has also received National Skill Development Award from Association for the year of 2013, not only in the civilians in 2014 and 2015 also. He also received Global Green Leader Award by CSR Foundation in 2019. He is a member of Indian Society of Non-Destructive Testing as a Vice Chairman from 2014 to 2016. Presently, he is a Secretary. He is also a member in National Learning Member, Indian Society of Non-Destructive Testing. Coming to his educational qualification, he has completed vocational automobile in Government Junior College, Nampally. He completed his diploma in Mechanical QQ Government Polytechnic College and BTech in Mechanical and MTech in Quality Management. He has certification of American Society for Non-Destructive Testing Level 2. I was truly happy to see your goal, sir, to give back to nature. Very few individuals set such a meaningful goal, sir. Mr. Surya Prakash Garu has more than 2 decades of professional practices experiences in his specialized areas of non-destructive testing and third-party inspection. He has dealt with a full range of inspections using several analysis tools and testing equipment. Mr. Prakash Garu also has extensive involvement in formulation of studies and their management, including technical direction of multidisciplinary teams. He has been co-part of projects for the companies like Dosal, Onshore, Construction, Lancer, and Cargo Limited, Saint European Glass, Hindustan Petroleum, and KNPC Kuwait. Mr. Surya Prakash Garu started advanced engineering studies in 2003 with the objective of developing the qualified NAD professionalism in the country. He is also the director of Cargo Engineering and consultant delivering MRO, maintenance, repair, and O&M services, creating to the needs of power generation, oil, gas, and refineries and petrochemical industries. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Now I am requesting Janaki Madam to have the further questions.
Thank you, Madam. So, with a very short biodata, sir, the sir profile is a little more, but we are shortened to the time. And I request Surya Prakash Garu to please answer the question.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, this LENDI College for giving this opportunity to be here. Of course, I am not a professional teacher of sitting. We are purely a field person where we work more on the field, and I can share you more of my experiences related to what is happening in the industry. Not exactly to the electrical, how to do the connections or all those things that we already learned if you are the faculty members and you already know. So in this presentation, the basic thing what we are talking today, which is a very catchy words all over wherever we see in the industry. Okay, yeah. Fans of this. So the most catchy words in the computer science we are talking about artificial intelligence and all. In other industries and all, now electrical or solar or any industry we are nowadays talking about the hybrid. The second most other catchword is a smart. Okay, these are all basically a catchwords. We know what is smart. So as a teacher, you all know very well. If you take 2 students, 1 student answers very fast, you say he is a smart boy. So here now we are talking about the hybrid energy system. and smart storage management system. So here I have drawn a picture of the image. What you can see there, the image is having a wind turbine on the top, which I manufacture, which is called an Archimedes wind turbine, which is new in the design part of it. So in the basic wind turbines, if you see the wind turbines are there from 17th century onwards. But all the wind turbines what you see from that time to this time are a three-blade type wind turbines. So after so many years of things, in 2012 we have started designing this turbine with a new design. This is the first time in the world with the basic principles of an Archimedes screw. We all know that Archimedes has a screw where with the screw we are able to lift the water. So similar thing what we thought, when the Archimedes screw can lift a water, why can't we lift a wind, air? So that was the basic concept of it. It is not my design. It is the Netherlands scientist is there who has actually done the design. I have been a part with him, helping supporting from 2016 onwards by doing a lot of tests and all those things. So that is how we are connected to Archimedes principle. So now coming to the hybrid part of it, we all know that wind is not always there. Wind is a seasonal product. Sometimes wind comes for a few minutes or a few seconds and then goes out of it. So then what is the other solution where we can give a continuous power supply for the consumer who takes our equipment and all. So we thought we also would like to connect it with the hybrid system. Where this is an award-winning picture where we got the second prize in Korea for this design and this model. So this design is basically what we have done is that we have installed a rooftop, we have installed a wind turbine on the top. And the light what you are seeing has the top portion, we have a solar panel integrated. And the bottom there is a light. And on the still bottom if you see the bar, this is a bar, where there is a table also is there. On the table, the student or anyone wants, they can do the charging point also we have provided. And the purpose of giving that light is that anyone can do the reading also. They can sit and do the reading. So that was the whole concept of it. And this is this model with almost 12 turbines are working in South Korea in one of the park. Okay, and one university, Busan University is also having a similar model of design and the structure. And the same we want to replicate in India also. But this sort of facility we could not get it. So we have installed few of the turbines on the rooftop of this college. So we can see some few turbines working, but they are not a hybrid solution. They are a standalone wind turbine. So this is all about our product and the hybrid what we are doing. So now coming to the basic topic of what today's topic, we'll go into the topic next. So the slide with the topic what we have, I want to share with you. I have divided into 6 portions of it. One is exactly the energy. What is energy? What is energy mix? Of course, I should not tell about what is energy because you are all there in the energy sector itself. Okay, but energy mix, which makes the sense for hybrid solution part of it. That is the reason I have just taken a point of to explain you about the energy part of it. And second, what is hybrid? Third is smart. Fourth is storage. Fifth is management. The last one, we will have a conclusion and benefits and discussion. Right? So this is the way I would like to go ahead with my presentation. So we all know that the energy is, we are getting the energy from different sources. One is the renewable energy, another is the non-conventional, fossil fuels and all what we are using, like coal, or we are using it as a nuclear or geothermal we are using it. But now entire world wants to shift into renewable energy part. But this is a very important thing where we spend more of our time on this talking about the energy itself. The whole of the thing when we see that energy, we are talking about shifting our entire energy sector from the fossil fuels to the renewable sector. But really is it possible? Can any country so far has implemented this formula or not? And is there any country which is totally become total 100% renewable? Okay. If you see that there is no country or no place where 100% renewables has been happened so far. But we are all talking about, like India is saying that by 2050 we want to be a net zero, and and by 2070 we want to eliminate all our fossil fuels and all those things, and India will be totally a clean and green power what we want to give it. Whether it is really possible or not, that is the first question. If it is possible, then comes smart, then comes hybrid and all those things. We need to have a what we call a bucket of water, then we can think of it and how to use that water. But if we don't have that much of water or that much of capacity, what is the way of thinking about hybrid, smart, that, this and all those things? That all will add again to the what? To utilization of more power, and we can never reach that targets. Right? Please, this. So there is an index, what we all must be knowing about it, trilemma index. So the trilemma, what it says, right? That is the most important factor. Everyone should go and read this trilemma index. Government, or this is the government of India's mandate. How we are, where we are standing in the stand of electricity. What is the total energy available in this country for next 10 years, 20 years, or 100 years? If we know that, then only we can talk about whether we can shift our energy to the renewables or not. So this trilemma energy security is what talking about all those things. So all my lecture is depend on the slides which I have taken it from the trilemma index. Okay. Right. So where do we stand in the power? Right. So United Nations. So go to the next. Next. So what is happening is, so the United Nations, what they have said that any economic growth, any livelihood growth, any upliftment of the poor to the next level, all depends upon only the power. Power is the basic index calculator for any economical growth or anything. So where does India stands in that stage? So if you take it in what we call from the countries of Asian countries, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, if you take all these countries, we are standing at the 17th position in the per capita power consumption of oil. But if you take it as a global part of it, where we are standing in consumption of power, because as you consume more power, your upliftment is happening. Because for everything, if a farmer wants to grow his cultivation, he needs water. To get the water, he requires a bore or a pump. Like that, everywhere without even if the farmer cultivates also, after the cultivation, the harvesting is over, you need to process them. For that, you require power. So unless the power per capita is being fixed, the upliftment of the society will not happen. So that is what United Nations says. So in the United Nations mandate, they have given 4 things for the energy part of it. What is first one? First one is food security. Once we have these 4 securities, then we can call it as ourselves as a developed country, or we can say that we are having a sufficient power and we can shift our power to the next renewable part or hybrid or smart or whatever it is. So the 4 things what the security thing says is, first one is food security, second one is water security, third one is energy security. These are 3 basic things, and the 4th one what we are calling it as a sustainable one. So the 3 things we all know that, but the 4th one sustainability. What is that sustainability? So for example, assume that entire of your coal is gone. So where are you able to sustain still? Whether our renewables can feed us the total part of it or not? That is a big question now. So that is what is a debate going all across the world. The meaning of sustainable, we are saying that sustainable means renewable. Sustainable is not just a renewable. Okay, sustainable is that if suppose we are already dependent on our coal or nuclear power plants, if these 2 things gets closed off, what is our situation? How we are going to sustain? That is what is the topic of discussion. So unless we have these 4 things fixed part of it, we cannot go to the next level. Just can go to the previous one. See. So here, this is the index where what is the livelihood part it is saying. So here you can see that 3 colors are there: green, pink, and violet. So this states that the quality of life in that particular country. So where we are standing, India is standing just above the average.
India is there. They are very just about this is the average line. So we have just crossed that in March 2019. We crossed that, but not in 2020, 2023. We have crossed the average level. Okay. So what is this average level and what is this index based on? If you see that the top country here is the Norway and Iceland. So the per capita in Iceland, the power consumption by in a year by one individual is 5,000 units. Whereas in India, per capita average, we are consuming 117 units by an individual. So that is the difference where between the developed country and a developing country. So we just crossed, this is a line of 100. The countries which are consuming around 100 units per year per capita per person. So India is consuming 117 units per person per year. See, Iceland is consuming. Iceland is a very small country which is consuming 5,000 units per person per year. USA is consuming 10,000 units per person per year. So when we will reach to that stage? Why US is called a superpower? Because they are consuming so much of power and they are lifting up their economy. Everything got lifted up. That is where they are standing and can be able to reach that position. If so, when can we reach? To reach, whether we have that much of resources or not. So that is a calculation. So how do we do that calculation part of it first? That is important. What is the energy available in India? Take a coal, take mines, everything, lignite, or whatever, solar, wind, and all those things. So India has a total energy of 6,000 terawatt hour of power available. But what is that we are trying to reach? We are trying to reach 24,000 terawatts of power. So where is 6,000? Where is 24,000? So entire atmosphere we see that we have only 6,000 terawatt of power available in India. So how do we reach to that position, 24,000 terawatt hours? It is impossible. So the simple question or the simple answer here is that whatever we are talking about 2050 net zero, 2070 zero carbonization, it is impossible in India. It is very truly impossible for India. The thing what we can do, we want to import the coal from different countries. Again, import everything, energy from different parts of the country. Still then, you can double it, but you cannot reach to 24,000 terawatt hours of power by any cost. So, going to the smart, going to the hydrogen, all those things, we can do a lot of application. This is all a play of game, what we can do it with our computer program. But on reality, there is no much of power available in this country. So that is the basic thing why I said that before going to the main subject of this thing, we need to spend more of this. So how did I come to arrive? What is the 24,000 terawatt of power? So where from the data? The data is available in Google. You just check it, which country has the power. So how did they derive? So it is simple. India is the first country in the world. Our ancestors have already derived it. We have 5 elements in nature, right? So what are they?
Water,
How the sequence starts? Let us not jump out of it. How the sequence starts? And first is భూమి. మనం పుట్టాము, మనం భూమి మీద ఉంటుంది. మనకి ఏం కావాలి? గాలి కావాలి, నీళ్లు కావాలి. సో ఇవన్నీ ఒకదాని తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ గాలి వచ్చింది, నీరు వచ్చింది, అగ్ని వచ్చింది, దాని తర్వాత సన్లైట్. So these are the 5 elements what already we all know and we all participate Panchakula. So now you all must define what is the efficiency of the solar output today. The solar panel, many of them must have. What is the efficiency of the solar? 16%. Exactly. 16% to 20%. Right? The next, what is the efficiency of this coal power plants or thermal power plants?
28%.
Huh?
28 to 30.
Around 28 to 30%. What is the next hidden?
70.
70 to 80. 70. 70. 70 to 80.
Maintenance cost is low now, sir. That's why.
I don't think so. It should be 50 to 55%. Efficiency should be not in higher, it may be around 50 to 55%. Okay. Maybe, okay. Near to 80%. Right. Okay, let us consider. So next, what is left out here? Wind. Now, what is the efficiency of the wind? 35%. 35%. Right? So this 24,000 terawatt hour power requirement in India, and India is able to produce only 6,000 terawatt hours of power. The 6,000 comes from all this. And మొత్తం ఇండియా ఉన్న మొత్తం పెరిఫరీ అంతా కూడా సోలార్ ప్యానల్స్ ఉన్న డ్యామ్స్ అంతా వాటర్ నుంచి ఎనర్జీ దాని తర్వాత మన దగ్గర ఉన్న కోల్ మైన్స్ అన్ని బర్న్ చేసి ఒకటేసారి దాని తర్వాత మన విండ్లో ఎంత విండ్ వస్తుందో అన్ని సోలార్ మన విండ్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్స్ పెట్టినా కూడా మనము 6,000 terawatt hour మాత్రమే జనరేట్ చేయగలం. So that is what is the calculation what we have taken. So 17%. Someone can put so many solar panels and say that we have everywhere solar panels. India is full of solar panels. Whatever you put, you cannot generate more than 17%. So all of these things, when we are combining with our total energy in India available is only 6,000 terawatt hours. Right? Once we are fixed with that, then only whatever we want to do smart, we want to do hybrid, everything we can do all of that. The combination of all these things, we are calling it as a hybrid model. Right? So the basic is. So here, where is the basic challenge this country is facing in terms of hybridization or in terms of smart energy model? So at the end of the day, as I said, that United Nations has given 4 parts of it. One is, I said, fuel, food, water, and sustainability. Okay. So the sustainability has become a very, very big challenge. So far, we are all using solar energy, wind energy, and saying that we want to go for renewable energy point of view. But we are also saying why we want to convert into renewable part of it, because they have a clean air, everything to be clean, right? That is what we want to convert to it and make our this country decarbonization model. So we are always thinking of decarbonization. So the coal power plant is doing a lot of, it is emitting a lot of carbon. So we are trying to cut down the carbon part. Right? That is where they are saying that let us put a solar panels and all those things. But now the different challenge has come in front of us. It is not the carbon, which is what you call making a damage to the society. The other thing is what? Huh? Could you speak louder?
Global warming.
No, what is the global warming?
Yes.
Greenhouse gases. Right. So these greenhouse gases have become more than dangerous thing than carbon. We thought, okay, carbon can be controlled. Carbon is not going to be, people say carbon, but carbon is also going to become a very, very useful element for different types of processing of different elements. In the manufacturing, now you are getting a diamonds made out of artificial diamonds. So from where they are getting carbon? From the carbon, right? So ultimately, the world what it wants, they are saying you reduce the carbon, right? Another side, you are getting a diamonds, and a lot of things are coming up in the carbon part, right? You want what you call the graphite, all those things which requires carbon for processing. So you can collect the carbon. When thermal power plants emits a carbon, we can collect that carbon and reutilize that carbon. But rather than what paddy fields and all those things, they are producing a lot of greenhouse gases, which are more and more dangerous than the carbon dioxide produced. So So now what is thinking that we want to change our crop from paddy, though we are all South Indians are all what you call a paddy people. Now the government is saying, even our Prime Minister also every time talks about millets, Chirudhanya. Why? Because paddy requires a lot of water. When the water is stagnant, there are a lot of greenhouse gases which are being produced there, which is becoming a more dangerous than the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide comes only when you burn the coal, but here without burning also you are getting that gases coming out. So that has become a more and more dangerous part of this. So we have still more power to add to minimize. We need to pump it out. We need to make the land dry and all those things, right? So you require further more power out of it. Then if you require more and more power out of it, then where will the hybridization come from? Right? Here we require a smart way of thinking. So what are those smart ways? What we should think of that? So how to utilize that energy in an efficient way? So now in the present scenario, what we are doing? We are combining different types of energies: solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, and all these things we are combining, putting together, or integrating everything together, and saying we are ICTE. But it is all going only to the grid. But if the grid is there is no user, what will happen? Your hybrid is going in the waste. There should be some user. There should be a communication in the grid also, where there is a solar power plant which is producing 1 kilo or 1 megawatt of power today, and there is some other user should say that he is hungry. I want it. I want it. I want it. Then only this can go there. But that is not happening today. If you see, if you go to the Tamil Nadu, there is a wind farm area called ATAL, okay, in near Kanyakumari side. It produces 8,000 megawatts, but there is no proper transmission lines are available there. So what is happening? You have already selected a land where there is energy available, but the energy is not being transferred. So that is all these challenges what we are facing today. Utilization of those proper energies that if you can combine to the microgrid level, to the localized area level, consumption also happens in local area. That becomes a very smart way for using of this smart power. Right? So this is already we have discussed. So now, how do we change our thing? So we are talking about net zero by 2050. So in net zero by 2050, if you want to go, we want to increase the area of our wind, we want to increase the area of solar, we want to increase our area of solar energy, and all sorts of renewable energy we need to increase, and minimize the coal by 2030 or 2040. Then only we will be able to reach the goal of net zero by 2050. But as I said, that India requires 24,000 terawatts of energy, but we don't have that much of energy. If we make it to the zero by 2030, not utilizing the coal, then what happens? We will not be in a position of sustainability. So if you see in Japan, recently last 6 years back, Japan has a nuclear plant, has an accident, right? So there was a lot of nuclear waste going on into that, and the entire world rushed to Japan to support them to stop that nuclear blockage. But after Japan, what happened after that incident? What did Japan do? They have lost all the nuclear power plants. Whatever the nuclear power plant, Japan was one of the countries which is totally dependent on the nuclear energy. They have stopped totally all the nuclear power plants, but they never faced the problem of power. That is called a sustain. How did they sustain? So both the nuclear power plants, they were using the nuclear power plants. Japan, what they did is 20 years back only they have laid the pipeline for CNG gas. Every house they have given the CNG gas connection without having a requirement of anything. Immediately when the nuclear power plants are cold, they have switched on to the CNG. So they made the stock of CNG available, and now Japan entire there is no nuclear plant, and every house, everything, they are doing CNG, and they are the country which is becoming first net zero country. So that shift should happen parallelly, though we think that we have that energy, the shift is a very, very important part of this. So here, what is that? If we reduce those so much of coal by 2040, we are making it to the coal plants to the zero part. Then how could we survive? As we said that solar efficiency is only 17%, wind efficiency is 35%, and hydro efficiency is 80%. But all together, if we put it, can we meet the demand of this country? No. Right? So what we need to think of? So the only solution, what the Indian experts or Indian scientists from nuclear or different sort of people if we take it, everyone talks about only the nuclear is the one which could make this country a survival. So when we start using, we think that nuclear is a dangerous one, but nuclear is not so dangerous when we do it in a proper way. For the last so many years, we see that there is no single nuclear accident happened in this country anytime. Not even a single small incident also has never happened in this country. So our Indian nuclear program is such a strong nuclear program where the accidents are critical. The accidents are strong. The training methodology to get employee security is such a strong way that even a sweeper has to write examination to go for a next level by appearing the examination. So that much of strong system they have adopted. So now for this country to shift over to the next level part of it, the only way to shift is not renewables in the sense of wind, solar, hydro, anything. But the only way to minimize the coal is to go into the shifting of nuclear energy. Right? When we combine this nuclear energy and all this whatever, because nuclear energy has a very long life. So if I put one power plant of nuclear energy today, it can run for 100 years or 150 years. There is no need of putting a fuel or there is no nothing. It automatically runs by itself. By its own nuclear fusion, it runs by itself. So people are now talking that for any country or anything, nuclear is the only and the best solution where we can go in a faster way with a clean and green energy point. So now, what the challenge comes is how to do the grid integration part, right? Because nuclear is a continuous production. It is not like that wind energy which is coming and you are generating, but it is a 24/7 out the clock, whatever energy you want to get it. 100 megawatt, it gives 100 megawatt continuously. So you need to have the infrastructure facility for that. The infrastructure is nothing but you need to have your proper transmission part. So we are still not prepared for that. We are still not prepared for that. Right? Don't think that I am not talking about the hybrid, how to do the hybrid activity. My whole purpose of coming here to explain you all is that you should think what you have to do. We are talking about the big topics of hybrid or smart or anything. But when there is nothing available, what should we do with the hybrid, smart and all those things? These are all just playing IoT devices and all. Right? So we need to have a bigger sense. I want to just what we call enlighten you with what is happening in the industry part, right? Not on the book part. Right? So now our major requirement to become a smart or sustainable is transmission. So still maybe everyone knows about it or not. There are 25,000 villages in India which are not with the power. 25,000 villages are there which are not having a single light in their houses. That is as per the government of India statistics 2023. Okay, so we are already crossed the 78 years of our independence. Still, we don't have the power in 25,000 villages. Okay, so first that is the main. So unless the transmission goes out of it and the power plants comes out of it, the nuclear comes out of it. Transmission is the one which is very important to make us hybrid, smart, whatever what we call it. Right? So, if we say that we want to become smart, so our cities also become like this. Maybe this looks very beautiful, the image, but in reality, if you put a long windmills like that, though I manufacture wind turbines and all, we will be losing lot of birds. Lot of birds will go away from these places. Okay, the nature is getting destroyed after that. Okay. Same way, solar radiation. Today we are talking about sun radiation. Because of so many panels and all comes, there will be lot of heat input is going to come. So our hybrid are smart, we are again becoming a sufferer of those things. But ultimately it looks very good, clean. So the other part which we are talking about is hydrogen. So even still, people are not clear mostly with hydrogen how we are doing it. There are no companies which are 100% coming out saying that we are not using hydrogen as our part of it. So far, we have not seen any results coming out of the hydrogen. But people are talking too much of hydrogen part of it. Even the government is also thinking whether hydrogen is really a workable solution or not. Because hydrogen is going to be a cheap power, basically. Because we are saying it's a water. But then the hydrogen, water only comes out of here. When you drive a vehicle or anything, only water comes out. But what water is coming is a hot water, only water comes out. But what water is coming is a hot water is coming. So again you are raising the temperature. Already we are planning to bring down our temperature to less than 2 degrees from the present. So we could not able to reach it for the last 10 years. So we reduced the target of 2 degrees to 1.5 degrees now. Okay? But when we start coming out with the hydrogen, there is a possibility that this heat may go up further. But the results are not yet sure. And we also think that the water is again a scarcity, and then hydrogen requires water. But they say that storing of hydrogen is an easy part of it, and conversion can take a very faster way rather than solar or anything. And it could be a continuous process of electrolysis, what we do it, and can give a continuous power. So we have hydrogen, we have solar, we have wind, and we have our green line. So there they have connected everything and made it as a smart way of working. So which is the first city in the world to have a smart city? Which is the first city in the world which is a smart? Okay. Vienna in Austria is the first city in the world which has become a smart city in 1990, 35 years back. And after 35 years, we are talking about smart in our classrooms. But to very briefly, India is the first country which has come out with all the solutions. But what is happening in our country now? We are publishing a lot of papers. India is the third country in the world to publish the highest number of papers. Even US doesn't produce so many papers. China first, Korea second, and India is the third. And India is likely to cross China very shortly in terms of paper publications. So we are giving the information to the outside. Right? We are giving the information and they are utilizing it, they are not publishing papers, they are bringing it to the utilization part. For example, we were having Pushpaka Viman. When we have the Pushpaka Viman, none of us has gone. Before our ancestors or something, thousands and thousands of years back, Pushpaka Viman was there. Wright brothers took that as an example and made the flight. Or else where the flight would have come? Is it right? So in Pushpaka Viman, people say that as many as people they say, even there is a place for one more person. How is it happening? Right? So today we talk about sensor. Maybe the Pushpaka Viman already has a sensor. And Pushpaka Viman was, they used to say that in that Pushpaka Viman, the video is not allowed to see. If the video comes, the flight goes up. Why? Because the sensor is sensing the white side. So the sensor technology is there very long back. Now we are talking about sensor in these smart things. Smart is nothing but the sensor only here. Is it not? You are putting a lot of sensors at different locations, collecting the data and giving the data to whoever needs it. But we already had that sensor data. We did everything by ourselves. And today, We are learning from them. So Austria is the first country in the world. In 1990, they come out with the smart city concept. What is that smart city concept? It is a combination of public and the government. For example, in your house there is a drainage leakage is there. So you don't know who is your MLA, you don't know who to connect, where to connect, how to get it repaired. Right? In that case, the government and the public, when they are doing the work together, so people know that, okay, I need to contact this person, I need to get the information from this person, I need to call this person. That is how this smart city development has started. So in India, 156 districts have been identified to be a smart cities out of it. And here, Visakhapatnam is also taken as a smart city. And in fact, Visakhapatnam has earned a lot of awards also on the smart city in the country. I think it is standing second or third in the country in the smart city. So our government's also little bit of conversion in the smart city. They have named it as a smart governance. So when I started just now, I got a alert. I don't know how they got the information from me. I'm traveling in Visakhapatnam from Hyderabad. A message from Andhra Pradesh government, likely to be thunderstorms. Be careful with your family members. How did it got? I don't know. That is nothing but a smart way of working. Right? It could have got the signal out of it, and it has given me also that information. So these are all connecting the various informations to one thing and giving back to the public is what is a smart way of thinking or smart doing. But for all these things, you require the energy, you require the power. Right? So when you have the power only, you can do all these things of integration. Integrating one or two types of energies, we are calling it as a hybrid. And the generation what you are getting and giving back to the public, to the users, is the way of smart and the fastest. We get the information in my industry area also. There will not be power from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. That is nothing but a smart way of getting information. Or else earlier it is they used to just switch off. If I am running a furnace and the furnace already stops it, but temperature goes down. But now I am trigger point. Okay, between these two times, I should not switch on my furnace. So that is how we are working on a smart way of doing. Nothing more than that. So the purpose, all the purpose why we want this hybrid, why we want a smart environmental impact. Right? Whatever we do is for the society, is for the next generation, is for the environment. So that is what when you design anything in a smarter way or anything, you need to look into these factors and then do it. One what I think is an environmental factor, second is an energy security, and third is the economic. But I said that any economic growth you require power. Right? To make it all the things happen, you require power. That's all. We think that okay, switching off the light, I am saving the power, but we are stopping the economic growth. Right? In the olden days, people are studied under the light, so only few people have come out like Abdul Kalam, few people have become so big people. But now if you see after light coming, Sundar Pichai, so many people have come out. So if you give more power, let the children, everyone use their software, everything out of it available. You can make them complete as much as possible. That will happen only when you have sufficient power. Yes. So as already we have discussed one of it, this is in just a slide format, I am just showing it. Right? So what is, I am leaving the slides here only. You can take this one. So how to manage this? Here we are combining different sorts of energies to one source, a single source from where the outlet goes. That we are calling it as a hybrid form. So now here there are some examples of the smart cities. San Diego, they have what they have done is that is in 2000. San Diego in California, what they have done is they are the first people to connect the solar to the grid. Okay. Similar way, New York Smart City or New York Smart Grid. So they connected solar as well as wind together to grid. And same thing, Singapore Energy has made it storing the energy power. So these are the few examples how we can connecting back the sustainable. All these things they have done it to make the urban areas more sustainable. So what are the benefits of hybrid energy system? So what is the benefit you are getting out of the hybrid? So if one power is not there, maybe the other power will substitute for it and you get a continuous power. Right? So there will not be any interruption of power or anything. Second is you are reducing your greenhouse gases, which is a major concern for everyone. Then cost effectiveness of the output what you are getting out of it. And then energy security, which is one of the main factors as we have been continuously talking on this. Next. Next. We can go for the next one.
Next slide.
What is that? How we are going to be having an energy mix? What is the future trends in the hybrid management systems? Now, artificial and machine learning, what you are already doing it in many ways. That is one of the examples of your smart farm. It may be contributing around 30% of your smart grid or hybrid process. And then it is 24% in energy storage solution. And now 24% community engagement, 20% smart grid technology. Already most of the things they are already spoken about. And to make all these things, the first thing what we need to have is a policy framework. So only thing is that in the academics what we see is that teachers teach this out. But we are not telling the students or anymore about the policies. That is why our industry is not going to certain extent. You ask them to design one product. They have designed very well. They have made a project report, they have done what the student will do about it. He goes to somewhere else and he says that already this product is available in the market. First thing. Second thing is that this product is not available in the market where you are seeing. This is the live example with me and Mary. So I bought this maybe in 2012. But still till today I am not still successful to sell this product in the market. Obama has written a letter to me. Okay, saying that this is a wonderful product. Okay. Obama's secretary has written a mail to me. You are very doing a good for the nature. I receive almost every day 300 mails. Every day 300 mails. And maybe so far from 2016 to today, more than 350,000 mails I have not answered. Okay. But I am not selling them. Why? Because there is no policy framework in the government to install a wind turbine on your roof. So where should I knock the door? Whom should I go and ask? I don't know. Who will give me the permission to put? For example, this college or your house, you have put a wind turbine. Immediately electricity department person will come and say, who has given you the permission to put this? You will go and ask himself, from where should I get the permission? He will simply say, I don't know where to get it. It's your botheration to get the permission. So, this is what is happening from 2012 till date. I have knocked every door of the government. But because of the policy frameworks, we are not able to sell many good products. That is why other countries are doing better. They are bringing the policy first, and then based on the policy, the student should learn. So then if not, you are giving all your knowledge to the outsider. You are selling your brain. Our knowledge brain is going out of this country. So most of you are from the academic side. Please go back to the policy framework. Anyone, if you say that, go to that government website. IEEE is there for electrical and electronic. Whether these documents are published there or not. This is the sellable product of If it is a sellable product and everything is in straight line, then you do like our road, you have a road. So you start here, you can reach Visakhapatnam, and you have some signals where you have to stop. That is a framework. For your product also, that framework is there. It can move fast. Solar energy has come 70 years back in this country. But for last 4-5 years only we are able to sell this product. Why? Because now framework has come. Government started giving incentives. Government understood that solar is going to give a revenue for the government. Solar is going to uplift the society. Everything they have thought of it. That is the reason solar has picked up so fast and all those things. But is the country gaining out of the solar? Because no, because we don't have the manufacturing units. If you see college, every student has made a project work on solar long time. I did my project work when I in 1991 about the wind turbine. My wind turbine model is there in my college still today. But there was no framework at that time. But it remained as a college project work only. Right? So that is what happens with everyone in this country. So solar, after doing so much of this thing, none of the solar panel is manufactured in this country. They are getting everything from China. Who is getting benefit? China is getting benefit. That's why. We are only becoming a neighbor to install the panels. So it is a request from my side. You faculties and all these things. Teach the students about the policies, the frameworks, the industry needs. Because faculties, we think that industry is ahead. Industry is not at all ahead. Colleges are very ahead of so many things. Because I have been to judge for many of the college project works and all. I see that which is never in the market. So how many projects the students are doing? Why? How the students are doing? Because of guidance of few teachers. Right? But the product you cannot see in time in the market. It doesn't work. It takes the concept. Right? So try to bring them into the framework part of it. That will be a good idea. This is what I say that overcome the hurdles. This is how we look like a smart city. Like an antenna putting all the antennas on the head also tomorrow. It is basically a communication is what I think that it is a smart. Already we have a smart city, improve quality life and all that. Giving the information at a faster way, serving the people and the governance is what is the smart one. It is about way. So this already I said that how the smart cities has evolved and all those things. So this we can take it. So this is what is the case study of Vienna, Austria. Already I said last year it looking like this with the green and all these things. So we also want to become more greener on the side. So making every part count is whatever the small energy you will generate it, try to generate that one, try to utilize in a smart way. Okay. So there are a lot of lead certifications, and all those things are there. So teach them about the lead certification, leadership in energy, environmental management certification. If you take that lead certification, there is a lot of demand for that. Okay. You can do the inspections, you can do the audits, you can take the utilization of oil and do consultancies and all this. LEED certification. You can do it. LEED, lead certification. So this is all about this thing. I hope I have given some information, but I don't know whether I have justified to the topic or not. But I thought I should inspire you by giving what is happening in the industry. Right? Thank you very much.
So yes,
Said. Yeah, many questions are remaining. In the meanwhile, we can discuss on this. We don't use any software. Our mission, our thing is like old Bajaj song. Simple screwdriver, we use it. Not more than that. No programming, nothing. But our controller is highly wicked. Combination. Practice test interpret of such star is E or direct practice E or